Los Angeles Chargers' approach to the upcoming draft has become clearer following recent statements to the press. This entire discussion revolves around the team, and based on what has been uncovered, it seems the organization may have made sufficient moves in free agency to be ready for the season. That opens the door for them to select the best player available in the draft. While that might seem like an obvious conclusion, it's genuinely exciting to break down the situation. For example, quarterback isn't an urgent need. As for running backs, Gent is likely off the board, but Omer and Hampton stands out as a compelling alternative. Those two are first-round talents, but what's really thrilling is the possibility of Caleb Johnson being available in the second round, along with two running backs from Ohio State. The team truly needs help at running back, so the opportunity to grab the best player available in that position is very real. Finding someone like Dylan Sampson or Jordan James in the third round would be incredibly exciting for the fan base. Some other positions may need to be reinforced too, but they can be addressed later in the draft, which is a big positive. Moving on, let's talk about the best places to enjoy tacos in San Diego. I came across an interesting article that I'd like to share. Someone in Michigan was imagining what it would be like to sit by the ocean enjoying a taco in their hometown, and the taco theme will weave its way through the video. Another position that needs attention is wide receiver. That need remains unchanged. It's absolutely necessary to bring in a reliable wideout. Tate McMillan is gaining attention, and Matthew Golden could also be a solid option. According to the PFF rankings, they're slotted at 12 and 15 respectively, but the likelihood they're still on the board when the Chargers pick is low. So now what? Luther Burden presents himself as a potential option, and Mekol Bua has been mentioned as a first-round candidate. But let's take a closer look at some possibilities in the third round. We begin by revisiting the PFF rankings, where the aforementioned players are listed in the top 100, specifically at 12 and 15. It's highly unlikely they'll still be available, which adds a layer of uncertainty. Luther Burden, in that context, becomes a standout candidate, while Mechko Bua is projected to go in the first round. But digging deeper into the third and fourth rounds, we find names like Isaiah Bond, a former track athlete known for his blistering speed. The key attribute here is reliability, which justifies placing him as a third-round target. This highlights the very essence of the draft. Teams getting the opportunity to select the best available talent based on both potential and need. Regarding tight ends, Tyler Warren and Carlson Loveland will probably be off the board by then. However, there's no rush to address immediate needs, which becomes evident when considering a more strategic, long-term plan for the draft. One player who stands out is Elijah Arroyo. An ideal draft strategy might involve selecting a defensive lineman in the first round, followed by Elijah Arroyo in the second, and then locking in a reliable running back in the third. That's when things get really exciting. The potential begins to shine. Shifting focus to offensive linemen, it's worth considering a prospect who stands 6 feet 7 inches tall and could make a real impact. The team is just one strong guard away from solidifying the line, so securing a well-placed pick would perfectly align with their plan. That move would help stabilize the offensive front, allowing them to take a tight end and then a running back in later rounds. This momentum could fuel a quick transformation in the team's capabilities. The path to success is evident, as many foundational pieces already seem to be in place. This gives the Chargers the freedom to choose the most talented player available. Plus, there's the chance to bring in as many as 10 new players through the draft, on top of any additional free agent signings, whether it be undrafted players or those who hit the market after the draft. The player acquisition cycle is in full swing, indicating there's still much to explore. The idea is to let things unfold naturally, without the pressure of filling urgent needs right away. The strategy centers on smart resource allocation in free agency while strengthening the roster overall, which, at the end of the day, is the main goal during the draft process. There's a tension that needs to be acknowledged, and it's important for us to take a definitive stance concerning this player. Nevertheless, I do not align with that view since our primary objective is to strategically strengthen our team through free agency, ultimately finalizing our roster. The goal is to reach a stage on draft day where we can simply let the board dictate our choices and select the optimal player available, ensuring we secure talent irrespective of their position. This strategy is feasible in the first round and possibly the second round as well, but at some point, we will need to start focusing on specific areas of need, which we certainly have the capacity to address. A few examples illustrate the options that are available. It is also noteworthy that there have been discussions about some significant trades, and there seems to be an ongoing connection with a certain team, although this seems quite unlikely. There are athletes, including a particular wide receiver, who does not appear to be highly sought after at the moment. Given his age and other factors, interest seems to be dwindling. The same goes for a particular tight end. Pursuing him wouldn't be a wise decision. The mentioned team values their draft selections and is unlikely to trade for that player, preferring instead to select a tight end from a specific college in the later rounds rather than jeopardize that important pick, making a trade improbable. Nevertheless, that team clearly needs to add more offensive options, and I have faith that this will be tackled during the draft. No transactions are expected before then, as we are quickly approaching draft day, which is just around the corner. I am eager for the conversation surrounding potential trades and player choices, with thoughts and insights coming up soon. This anticipation is exciting. Regarding taco venues in a particular city, I find myself struggling to even read the first entry on the list. One specific taco has piqued my interest. It sounds quite fascinating. I am definitely intrigued by that choice. Another taco option also seems attractive. I want to keep an eye on this list for when that team starts selecting impressive players. The list features several taco establishments, and I still can't make out the first one. There's mention of a filet mignon taco, which sounds delicious. I am indeed interested. There's also a taco stand that offers a spicy taco, and another spot has a unique taco with squash blossoms and homemade beet sauce that I find appealing. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Los Angeles Chargers. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The buzz surrounding Davante Adams' potential move to the Los Angeles Chargers is enough to leave any fan on the edge of their seat. The wide receiver, known for his exceptional hands and ability to dominate games, has long been a staple in the NFL's elite conversation. His recent release by the New York Jets sent ripples across the league, sparking debates about where the Pro Bowl receiver could land next. The Chargers, always in pursuit of adding firepower to their offense, have emerged as a potential landing spot, and the idea of pairing Adams with quarterback Justin Herbert has fans and analysts alike speculating about the possibilities. Could this be the missing piece to push the Chargers in a Super Bowl contention? For the Chargers, the addition of Adams would provide an immediate upgrade to their receiving core, which already boasts standout talent in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. While both have their strengths, there's no denying that Adams would elevate the entire unit. His ability to make spectacular catches, particularly in critical moments, would complement Herbert's growing skill set and give the quarterback a true game-changer to rely on. With Adams, the Chargers would not only be improving their passing game, but also adding a dynamic presence that can take over games in a way few players in the NFL can. The prospect of Adams joining the Chargers also has implications beyond just football stats. It would further solidify the Chargers' commitment to winning now, signaling to their fans and rivals that the team is ready to make a serious push for a championship. Adams' experience in high-pressure situations, having made multiple playoff appearances throughout his career, would bring an invaluable leadership element to the locker room. In a division as tough as the AFC West, where teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and Denver Broncos are constantly improving, adding a talent like Adams could be the difference between a playoff berth and a missed opportunity. Yet, the question remains, can the Chargers afford to bring in a player like Adams, given his substantial contract demands? Adams, having signed a lucrative deal with the Rams recently, has a price tag that may raise concerns about fitting him into the Chargers' cap space. The front office would need to work some magic to make the numbers work, but given the potential reward, it's a move worth considering. It's also worth noting that Adams has proven to be one of the most reliable receivers in the league, and his consistency and productivity on the field would justify any financial commitment. As rumors swirl and speculation intensifies, one thing is certain. If the Chargers pull the trigger on a trade or signing, the impact will be felt across the entire league. Fans of the Bolts are already dreaming of a future with Herbert and Adams tearing up defenses together. It's a vision that could very well become reality. As the Chargers look to build a team capable of making a deep playoff run, adding a player of Adams' caliber could be the spark they need to turn their championship aspirations into a tangible goal. Stay tuned. The next few weeks could bring explosive news that will reshape the landscape of the AFC West. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Los Angeles Chargers, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.